Hi, welcome to our lesson. Okay, how are you today? Are you fine? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for following me. Okay, it means that you have given an importance to what I am doing. Okay, and I too am very glad to share you the knowledge. Okay, as you know that English, in order to understand English, you have to master the grammar. Okay, so if you master the grammar, let me tell you that things are going to come clearly. So thank you so much for following me. So today I'm going to give you a new lesson. So we are going to see a new lesson today. As last time we saw the difference between the verb. We saw the difference between the verb to do and the verb to make. Today we are going to see the difference between have got and have. Okay, so the title of the lesson is have got and have. Okay, I'm sure that some of you make sometimes confusion between have got and have. Okay, maybe in in your communication, that is in your writing or speaking, you may make some confusion between them. So today I'm going to give you the difference existing between the both. Okay, so thank you. So have got and have got and have mean the same. That is, when you see have got and have, in terms of meaning they are the same. Okay, they are the same in terms of meaning. There is no difference in terms of meaning. Okay, but the difference is that have got is more informal. Okay, more informal. That is, have got is not formal. Have got is more informal, okay, than have. Okay, have got is more informal than have. Have is formal. So we use have got, that is have got, here to refer to both verbs. That is the examples given here. Okay, the example given here, they mean the same. That is the verb have and have got. So the example expressed here, okay, with have got and have, they mean the same thing. Okay, example: I got a terrible pain in my back. Okay, so here have is contracted in the first person singular. I got a terrible pain in my back. This is the formal way. Okay, and I have a terrible. This is the informal way, please. Have got informal. I have a terrible pain in my back. So I have here is more formal. Okay, when I say formal, mean that so it is used than the other one. Informal means that it is not used like the other one. Okay, I have a terrible pain in my back. So this is more formal than I have got a terrible pain in my back. But their meanings are the same. Another example: they haven't got a car. They haven't got a car. Or they don't have a car. If you say they don't have a car, it is more formal than when you say they haven't got a car. Okay, they haven't got a car is informal. They don't have a car is more formal. Okay, so we use have got to talk about possession. This is a technical word. Let me put possession in color. Okay, possession. I will use this one. Okay, possession, relationships. I will give a color to relationships too. Relationships. So green. Characteristics. Characteristics. Okay. Characteristics. So I will give it the color blue. And illnesses. Illnesses here too is a technical word. Illnesses. Which color? Oh, take this one. Okay, so we use have gots. Okay, we use have got. Oh, let me put it. Okay, we use have got to talk about possession. Okay, possession, relationships, characteristics, please, and illnesses. Okay, so we use have got to talk about possession, relationships, characteristics, and illnesses. Okay, in this context, that is if you use have got for possession, relationship, characteristic, and illnesses, in this context it is not used in the continuous form. Okay, which means what? If you use have got to express or to talk about possession, relationships, characteristic, and illnesses, so you must not put it into the continuous form. As you know that the continuous form is used with the auxiliary to be. For example, if it is the present progressive, you use the auxiliary to be plus the verb in ing, or if it is the past progressive, you use the auxiliary to be into the simple past, which is were or was plus the verb in ing. Okay, so in this context it is not used in the continuous form. Okay, I repeat, we use have got to talk about possession, relationships, characteristics, and illnesses. Okay, in this context it is not used in the continuous form. Example, she has got 2 cats and a dog, meaning that has been contracted here. Normally it is she has got 2 cats and a dog. Okay, so the contractive form is she's got 2 cats and a dog. Okay, the informal way. She has 2 cats and a dog. She has 2 cats and a dog. Okay, so here we must not say that she is having got 2 cats and a dog. This is a mistake. Okay, if you say she is having got 2 cats and a dog, it is a mistake, because have got here express a possession, okay, in relationships, okay, characteristics or illnesses. That is why the verb must not be into the continuous form. She has got 2 cats and a dog. She has 2 cats and a dog. Okay, so let's continue. Have you got a drill? Have you got a drill? Okay, have you got a drill? Do you have a drill? This is more formal than have you got a drill. Do you have a drill? Okay, do you have a drill? This is more formal. That is why more formal is put between parentheses. How many brothers have you got? How many brothers have you got? How many brothers have you got? Or how many brothers do you have? This is more formal. Remember well, at the beginning I told you that have got and have mean the same thing. In terms of meaning, they express the same thing. Okay, it is only a matter of formal and informal. Okay, do you have a drill? This is more formal. How many brothers have you got? How many brothers have you got? How many brothers do you have? How many brothers do you have? So here, have is more formal than have got. How many brothers do you have? That is why it is written here more formal. She has got a new boyfriend. She has got a new boyfriend. This is informal. She has got a new boyfriend. She has a new boyfriend. Here it is more formal. She has a new boyfriend. She has a new boyfriend. More formal than she has got a new boyfriend. She has got, okay, let me put it into dark. Okay, she has got a delightful voice, meaning that her voice is delightful. Okay, she has got a delightful voice. She has a delightful voice. She has a delightful voice. This is more formal. She has a delightful voice. Okay, more formal. It has got 153 calories and 45 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, it has got 153 calories and 45 grams of carbohydrates. This is more formal. I repeat the example. It has got 153 calories and 45 grams of carbohydrates. This is more formal. I have never had the measles. I have never had the measles. Measles here is the name of the disease. Okay, I have never had the measles. Okay, I have never had the measles. She has got a headache. She has got a headache. Okay, she has got a headache. She has got a headache, and not she is having a headache. Okay, here it means that you must not say she is having a headache. No, if you say she is having a headache or it is getting 153 calories and 45 grams of carbohydrate, it is a mistake. Okay, so she is having a headache is a mistake. Okay, so here is the end of the use of have and have got. Okay, so as a summary, I told you that have got and have mean the same thing. Okay, the only example is that have got is more informal and have is formal. If not, their meanings are the same. Okay, so use it accordingly in your expression, be it in writing or speaking. Okay, thank you so much. So I have been very glad to give you this course. Okay, and I wish you are going to use it in your expressions. So thank you so much for following me. We shall meet for another class. Thank you so much.